Hey guys, welcome back to Art 105. This is week 5 and we are going to be doing an introduction to value. In drawing, value refers to the relative degree of lightness or darkness in your composition, or basically you can think of it as a measurement. Value is a measurement of how light or how dark something appears. And so it's all relative. In fact, the term value, if you think about it, like value like quantifies something, right? Like how valuable is something? How much is it worth? Well, in drawing, value is talking about like how much light or how dark something is, and it's all relative. And so it's comparing lights and darks, kind of like those shades of gray, like one tone versus another. And so you have black, you have white, and then you have all the different shades of gray in the middle. And we call those different shades tones. So you have, and sometimes you can call them values. So you have white, black, and then all the different tones in the middle. And you can call them tones, you can call them values, you can call them tonal values, you can call them grays. But really, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we learn how to use them and implement them in our drawings, okay, to do this effectively. And I'll show you, hopefully, I'm going to grab an example here really quick, and you'll be able to see why value is so important, okay? So ready, I'm going to disappear like, boom, I'm back. Okay, here's a book here by M.C. Escher. Now, if you look in the module, you'll see I put these in there for you guys, at least the still images, so they won't be like bouncing all around, and you actually get to really look at the image. And now you've probably seen these before because M.C. Escher's very popular and not obscure artist. So anyway, we have this image which you guys may have seen before. It's called Drawing Hands from 1948. Anyway, I love this example of kind of where we are right now because right now we've just finished up like doing contour drawing, which is by its nature, its very nature, it's very flat, right? It's just describing the perceived edge of any object, shape, or form. So in here, it's a very flat two-dimensional drawing. Well, right now, and then as it moves over this direction, it looks like these hands are becoming less flat and gaining volume. They looks like they're becoming three-dimensional. So, I mean, it does that through overlapping, but a lot of it, and probably most of it, is through its use of tonal values. And so you can see this example. You can see the other example I put in there of his reptiles, which is pretty cool. It has his little reptiles, like a drawing of them, and they're coming out of the page, so they look like they're gaining shape and volume. And so anyway, check out the module in there. There's a little bit on that. But basically, how does he do that? And how do we make these drawings, or otherwise very flat drawings, like our examples, like our contour drawing right here? Like I tried with my demos, right, to have them not look very flat, but by their nature they are flat, right? I mean, I outlined highlights and shadows and stuff to help the viewer kind of understand where those values might be, and that allows them to be less flat than, say, just like a pure outline. But by nature, these drawings, they're very flat. What you want to see is, like in our other demos like this, I did up at Green River when we could meet face to face and we didn't have to start doing these online videos. But you can see here, it's just using contrasting tones to define edge. We don't see a big black outline going around stuff like, there's an edge right here where we normally might see, just like in our normal contour drawing, we'd just draw a line right there because it's depicting like this facet meeting this facet. So we put a line right there, but we don't really see much of a line, or if we do, because this was an all white object and it kind of got the light right here. So the light it's a little bit lighter right here and right here. It's a darker line underneath here because there's a shadow where the light can't get to under there. But you'll notice that in these drawings with value, we're trying not to use line to define edge. We're trying to just use contrasting tone. And they start to look a little bit more three-dimensional. So you can see, here's another kind of example. I did this, again, at Green River last quarter. And so you can kind of see like the folds in this blanket. You can't really make things look three-dimensional like this with just contour line. So that's what we're going to be working on in the next few weeks. This week we are just going to try to finish up our midterm, or start our midterm rather, and so look into the module for more information on that, and there'll be another video regarding that as well. So anyway, hopefully you guys found this somewhat informational. I try and keep it short because I don't want to talk too long and bore you guys with this, and I know we could talk a lot about value, and it just can we can save it for another time. You guys enjoy your week, and take care. All right, bye.